Deep in the heart of the English countryside, nestled between rolling hills and forgotten valleys, there existed an ancient forest known as Eldritch Grove. Its name struck fear into the hearts of the locals, for the tales that surrounded it were enough to send shivers down the spine of even the bravest souls. Legend had it that Eldritch Grove was cursed, its trees bearing witness to unspeakable horrors that unfolded beneath their twisted branches. The air within the forest was said to carry the whispers of the long-departed, the voices of those who had succumbed to the malevolent forces lurking in the shadows. One fateful night, a group of adventurous friends decided to test the veracity of the chilling tales. Armed with nothing but flashlights and courage, they ventured into the heart of Eldritch Grove, their laughter echoing through the eerie silence of the trees. As they delved deeper, the atmosphere grew thick with an otherworldly presence. The once soothing rustle of leaves became a haunting symphony, and the moonlight struggled to penetrate the thick canopy overhead. Unbeknownst to the group, they had entered a realm where time seemed to stand still and reality blurred with the supernatural. The leader of the group, a bold young man named Alex, felt a strange compulsion drawing him further into the heart of the forest. Unseen eyes watched their every move, and the shadows seemed to come alive with sinister intent. The once jovial atmosphere now hung heavy with an unsettling tension. As they pressed on, the group stumbled upon an ancient altar adorned with moss-covered stones. Strange symbols were etched into the surface, and a cold wind whispered through the trees, carrying with it a foreboding message. It was said that the spirits of the forest demanded a sacrifice to appease their eternal hunger. Fear gnawed at the edges of the group's bravado, but curiosity pushed them forward. The forest seemed to have a mind of its own, leading them deeper into its dark secrets. The air grew colder, and the trees closed in like spectral guardians, whispering tales of lost souls and forgotten regrets. In their quest to unravel the mysteries of Eldritch Grove, the friends unwittingly crossed an invisible threshold, triggering a malevolent force that had long slumbered beneath the roots of the ancient trees. Shadows morphed into sinister shapes, and the once familiar path twisted into a nightmarish labyrinth. One by one, the group began to unravel. Paranoia gripped their minds, and the once unbreakable bonds of friendship frayed like fragile threads. Whispers echoed through the darkness, each voice a haunting reminder of past sins and unspoken fears. The forest fed on their insecurities, manifesting their deepest nightmares with cruel precision. As the night wore on, Alex found himself alone, the chilling silence of the woods enveloping him like a suffocating shroud. His flashlight flickered, casting long, distorted shadows on the gnarled tree trunks. Panic clawed at his chest as he stumbled through the maze of twisted branches, desperately searching for an escape. The whispers grew louder, morphing into anguished cries that echoed through the desolate landscape. Alex's sanity teetered on the edge as he struggled to distinguish reality from the macabre illusions that danced at the periphery of his vision. In a final act of desperation, Alex reached the heart of Eldritch Grove, where an ancient tree stood as a silent sentinel. Its bark was etched with the names of those who had dared to trespass into its domain, a grim testament to the forest's insatiable appetite for souls. As Alex gazed into the hollow eyes of the ancient tree, the whispers crescendoed into a deafening cacophony. Shadows coalesced into nightmarish forms, and the forest itself seemed to breathe with a malevolent energy. In that moment, Alex understood the true horror of Eldritch Grove, a place where the boundary between the living and the dead blurred, and the sins of the past claimed their toll. The next morning, villagers discovered Eldritch Grove in a state of eerie calm. The once dense foliage had receded, leaving behind a desolate landscape devoid of life. The friends who had entered the forest were never seen again, their fates entwined with the ancient curse that permeated Eldritch Grove. From that day forward, the village folk spoke in hushed tones about the cursed forest, warning outsiders to steer clear of its malevolent embrace. Eldritch Grove became a cautionary tale, a grim reminder that some secrets are best left undisturbed, and some horrors are better left unexplored. And so the Whispering Woods endured, its secrets buried beneath the weight of the ancient trees, waiting for the next unsuspecting souls to be lured into its shadowy depths.